Thanks for clicking on the AkronNewsNow.com update. I'm Lindsay McCoy bringing you a look at the latest local news. An Akron teen shot in his own front yard over the holiday weekend dies from his injuries. Akron police report 16-year-old Jason W. Knighton of Work Drive in Akron, which is near Delia Avenue and West Exchange Street, was killed Saturday night in his own front yard by an unknown assailant. Reports say that Knighton was with a friend when the suspect approached them and they argued. Then Knighton was shot in the chest. He died later at Akron General Hospital. A vigil was held last night. And also over the weekend, shoppers looking for a deal got more than they bargained for in the Valley Sunday night. Akron police report the Dollar General store on Merriman Road was hit up just before closing at 9 o'clock that night. That's when someone armed with a silver handgun apparently ordered all the employees to the back of the building. They say the suspect was wearing a black and red ski mask, black hooded sweatshirt, and black pants. He demanded money and was able to get away with an undetermined amount of cash. And it's back to school for students in the Akron Public School District and back to work for the school zone traffic cameras. As with last year, the city will rotate 4 cameras throughout the district. Now, last year, about 14,000 tickets were initially issued, but a small number were rejected because of things like license plates not matching. In another local news, a deaf and mute man will spend at least the next 55 years in prison on murder and rape convictions. AkronNewsNow.com's Tina Kaufman has more on the man behind the crime.
A deaf and mute man is finally sentenced on murder and rape charges. Summit County Common Pleas Court Judge Tom Teodosio slapped Duron Johnson with a 55 years to life prison term. Defense attorneys blame Johnson's actions on being raised on the streets.
And the record indicates the prognosis for Duron at 2 years old was poor based on the lack of parental involvement, poor attendance, and lack of hearing aids.
Johnson was not born deaf. Attorneys say his mother failed to obtain medical attention for an ear infection when he was 7 months old, and it resulted in him completely losing his hearing at 15 months old. Prosecutors did agree Johnson had a bad childhood, but
failed childhood does not give license to murder, rape women, total strangers.
Johnson, through an interpreter, nodded he understood the sentence, but otherwise sat stone-faced in the courtroom. Judge Teodosio convicted Johnson last month of murdering 45-year-old Jean Zienka in 2001 and raping another woman in the attempted rape of a third. Lynn Neighbors misses her sister Jean and has chosen to remember her for all of the good times they shared.
I will remember her when I see children jumping rope like we did. I'll remember our Kool-Aid stand and playing with our Barbies and playing house.
It took the now 24-year-old 5 years to learn American Sign Language, making him competent to stand trial. Prosecutors ended by saying everyone involved got a life sentence in one way or another. Tina Kaufman, AkronNewsNow.com.
Thanks, Tina. Well, as we look at our Akron area forecast today, we will see warm weather today, warm and windy, but then we're going to dip down into cooler temperatures. Our high today is a high of 87 degrees for your Tuesday. Wednesday, a high of 71. We do have a chance for PM thunderstorms on Wednesday. Now, as we look at our 5-day forecast, Thursday, high of 70 degrees. Friday, Saturday, we're still in the 70s with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Continue to follow AkronNewsNow.com for the latest local news, sports, weather, and traffic updates 24/7. And you can also follow our updates on Facebook and on Twitter, too. For AkronNewsNow.com, I'm Lindsay McCoy.